Self-STR for the forearms. I always recommend this as home care if someone has tennis or golfer's elbow, because again, difficult muscles to stretch and we want to offload the tendon. So here, working on the tennis elbow side, okay, so I'm locking into the wrist extensor, so top of the forearm, the lateral epicondyle, locking in towards elbow and simply stretching the wrist. Here I'm moving to transverse, so locking into the tissue and simply pronating and supinating the forearm, lock and twist, so getting some separation through those wrist extensors, lock and stretch. The closer to the wrist we are, the greater the stretch. Just avoid the tendon if there is any pain in it. So I always say to the client, work 2 or 3 inches below where they have pain in the elbow. Also here, just moving to some trigger pointing. So trigger point release really helps to soften through those forearms and offload the tendon if your client is suffering with some tennis elbow type pain. Breathe until the pain fades and simply move to the next spot. Again, avoiding the tendon itself. Now on the opposite side here, golfer's elbow. So we're locking into the wrist flexors towards elbow and opening up into extension, lock towards elbow and open up. So a lovely way to stretch through those wrist flexors. Locking in and moving. Again, really good for the new mums, this one as well. So much gripping, lifting, buggies, all of that stuff. And those wrist flexors tend to get tight. Again, here getting some separation, doing some transverse, locking across the fibers and simply rotating the arm. And again, looking for trigger points through here. Really nice way to soften those wrist flexors and offload the tendon in a golfer's elbow. Also, if your client has mummy thumb, if it's thumb tendon pain at the thumb end, well then let's work that tight line in the thumb flexor and extensor region. So using the thumb to stretch. So locking in towards elbow and flexing thumb away. And again, we can work transversely through there and also do some trigger pointing. Some lovely options for your clients.